Well, I found some really great stuff at the Thieves Market this last weekend, so I wanted to share it with you. Welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. And again, today, here is a little bit of thrifting space or flea marketing space, I guess, really. Technically, the Thieves Market's a flea market, not a thrift store. So let's get started and let me show you what I got. I'm really excited. I have this whole little bag of these cute little flower cards. I do have a copyright date on them, but I didn't even look to see how old they are, but I just thought they were so cute. I got a bag of, I think there's 10 in a little bag, so I was very excited to see those. Love the flowers. I can see me doing some fussy cutting on those. And then, well, let me just give you like the story of the day. I had gone into this stall and looked around at stuff, and I picked up a magazine, a large magazine from the, let's see, do I have it here? I just have to take my bigger things and put them someplace so I can keep them flat. Here we go. Let me show you this real quick if I can get it out without knocking everything over. I had seen this, so I walked into the stall and I picked this up, and I picked up a couple other things, and my husband was off looking at something else, and he comes over and looks in this big black bin, like storage bin. I hadn't looked in it, and he's a foot taller than I am, so he sees in things that I don't necessarily see in. Well, it was a whole bin of, it's like somebody emptied out an old office, and it was all these fabulous finds in this box. So I walk over to see what he's looking at, and the first thing I see are these, and they're like supersized brads. I've never seen any like this or this big, so of course I had to pick up that little box. And then also there's more of them, even more supersized, but they're in this really cool box, which was on sale at some point for 26 cents, I think is what that says. Round head steel paper fasteners. Look, it's even got old tape on it. Oh, coolest box. Just absolutely love it. And then they had this, which is, the inside isn't so exciting. It's just these little memos. And apparently there used to be a thing that you could then slide down in here so that the ones that you wanted to see, the most important ones, would show up. But I love this box. So this is the Auto Memo Organizer, and these are the refills for it. Let's see, does it have a date on it? Made in the USA. Package of 3 pads, $2. So it's pretty old. I can get this down there. They still have the cellophane on them. But yeah, it's a nifty, neat old box. So I was very, very excited to find that. Of course, I'm going through all these things, and I'm anxious because I'm thinking, oh gosh, how much is she going to charge me for this stuff? And the other stuff, the stuff that I bought for her wasn't excessively priced. But so I'm going through and I'm very carefully picking things out. My husband finds this. It's from Mountain Chalet in Banff. It says open from June to September, but I don't think it has a year on it. But it's the YWCA in Banff. And my husband and I vacationed in Banff several years ago, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's all these cool old stained and naturally aged index cards, the large size. Got to grab those. And then there was some paperwork in there. So this is Pioneer Trust Company, somebody purchasing a house here in Arizona, Douglas, Arizona. And then there's warranty deed and auditor's deed and a quick claim deeds. All of these things are all from the same family, and there's multiple pages, and there's cool notary stamp the embossing stamp that they use. And then I found these Denison labels. I never find Denison labels. Well, if I do, I find like one in the package. But look, all these that are in here. And they're so pretty. So I have no idea how old these are. Oh, it does have an old rubber band on it. I missed that. And then I found this little box of Denison gummed labels that's made to look like a little book. It was so cute. Oh, let me apologize for if you hear weird noises. I don't know what they're doing. They're cutting pavement or something. They're making all kinds of noise. But anyway, I think this is probably nearly a full box of these. But anyway, I don't know if it's full or not, but there are a lot of them in there, so I was very, very excited about those. I found this cute little, it's a refill for one of those little metal pop-up books that were popular years ago. This one's still sealed in its little kind of vellum wrapper, so I haven't taken it out of there yet. But I of course was most excited about the vellum wrapper. Let's see, what else did I find? I found some. Oh, there's the buttons I thought I misplaced. This is tea labels. Got only one of those and two of those. They were pretty fun. Let's see, what else did I get in that particular booth? Oh, yes. Here's what I got else in that particular booth. This is what I bought in addition to the magazine when I initially walked over. She had these cool stamps. No, Dev. Hi, my kitty Debbie is here. Hi, sweetheart. No, you can't get on my desk, babes. I'm busy. So I thought it was kind of fun because when I was University of Arizona on it, that's my husband's alma mater. I, of course, went to ASU, Arizona State University, which, of course, we are arch rivals, so we are house divided. And they had this paid stamp. This is the via airmail stamp, which actually does stamp better than that. I just didn't ink it up properly when I did that. And then a signature stamp. So that was very, very exciting to find those. So I think that was everything I got out of that particular booth. But oh, it was so fun. So anyway, I took the stuff over, not the tea labels because those were from a different booth. And she says, "How about $10?" Oh, yeah. How about $10? I was like, oh. Had I known that, I would have bought more stuff. But anyway, because I felt like I really got some great treasures and it was well worth the $10. So I also got some of these. I've not seen these before, or if I have, it's been a long time. They're like vaguely familiar to me. These are vintage key markers. So I guess they're a little tag that you put on your keys to, let's see. Can't quite read what they say. There's something embossed on there. I don't know what it says. But anyway, so I think those were pretty fun. Several of those in a little bag. In that same booth, I got some vintage buttons. 3 little packs of vintage buttons. And I'm going to revisit my button pouch and use some of these in that particular project. They also had these fun little keys, which were in this little bag marked $1. I wasn't sure if they were selling them all for $1 or $1 for each, but they were all for $1. But can you see? Let's see. Bring it up. I can't see what you're looking at, so I'm not sure if you can see, but they have this cute little face. They are American Tourister keys. So I don't know if they were suitcase keys or locker keys, maybe locker keys, but anyway, they were really fun, and I think they will work very nicely into journals. There's another absolute treasure that I found. I can't believe I actually found one of these in the wild. Oh, now they're going to get louder outside. It's an employee badge, an ID badge, and so I didn't have a price on it, so I picked it up and hesitantly handed it to the guy waiting to see what he was going to say. He goes, "That looks like a mugshot." I said, "I think it's an employee badge." And he says, "No, I think it's a mugshot." So it was like $3. So I'm like, I've never seen one of those in person before. I was very excited. And I really should put it on a journal, but I think I'm going to have to hoard it for a while first. This sweet little book that's fallen all apart. And the lady was very nice. It's Christmas 1897. It's got all these great pages in it, and it's like a autograph book. So there's little messages written in here. The lady's name was May. So I thought this was quite possibly, well, definitely one of the finds of the day, because I think the little cover will be fantastic mounted onto the cover of another book, or I don't know. It's got a lot of writing on it, so maybe I won't mount it. Maybe I'll slip it in a pocket. Oh, goodness. Well, apparently they're right in front of my house doing whatever it is they're doing, making all that racket. So much noise. And I got a stack of these. Let's see. I always forget what these are called. I looked at one of the holders for these. They had a couple of them. But this is all a bunch of different countries. And you'd set them in the viewer, and there was a little eyepiece that you looked through, and it I guess made them look kind of 3D, or at least more dimensional. But I had looked at these a few times in this one booth at the Thieves Market and hadn't bought them, but my husband took a shine to them, so this time I came home with them. I did say I wasn't going to buy any more postcards, but this particular booth had some terrific postcards, and I don't always see these neat kind of vintage postcards that are black and white. Let's see, this one was printed in England. It's the door of a cathedral. They're really shiny, so I apologize. And they also had like the photograph kind of postcards. And so they're kind of interesting. I thought this guy was really interesting. Sitting there all chill on his cool bench. Let's see, what does this say? Edward L. Wallace, Missouri. What does this say? From the Electric Studio in Quincy, Illinois. And this one was pretty. This is Italy, Roma. This is also Roma, Basilica. Probably help if I showed it the right direction. Sorry, that grinding sound is making me crazy. Let's see, that is also in Rome. Reminds me of a couple of the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, and then there was one we saw in Belgium that's name is escaping me. Brandenburg Gate, maybe? Similar, and I imagine it probably has a similar history. This is the canals in Amsterdam. I thought this was just absolutely beautiful doorway. Let's see. What's the date on it? 1911 or 1942, I think. Yeah, because it has stamps. It's a group of folks. Looks like they're out in the snow. Oh, and another one of those cards. I just thought it was really. This image was particularly pretty. This is from Pompeii. So lots of Italian images. This one is also from Italy. Isle of Turbina, ruins of the Arch Bridge, Rome. And then this is also Rome. And I have lots and lots of Italian vintage papers, so those will work well. Let's see. Let's see. I should have taken these out of the old plastics. Hopefully they won't be too shiny for you. Vintage Valentine's cards. So I just went through and chose all the ones that they had marked $1 because I've seen some that were really pricey, but I thought these were really cute, and this was really cute. I think that one probably at one point in time maybe moved. I don't know. It just looks like he's bouncing off the teeter-totter there. So it's got this cute little puppy on it. This cute lady that says, "Hi, Valentine, I'm certainly available." And then these sweet little sweet little kids on there. So I got those. Oh, goodness. Enough with the grinding. And then I happened to buy another stall, and she had really clever advertising on her stall. She called herself Insta Family, and she had a board up with a bunch of photographs on it. And she had, I think, probably 10 or 12 tubs of black and white photographs that she was selling for, I think my husband said they were $5 a photograph, which is, in my opinion, very pricey. And I never like to go through and pick out individual photographs. If you've watched me for a while, I'm sure you've heard me say, give me a bag of something, or give me a stack of something, and I'm very excited about it. I'm one of those people. But she had a couple bags, she had mini bags of negatives. And when my husband and I were going to do that photography class that he's still doing and I'm not doing because I can't see in the dark, but I was kind of looking online for photographs or negatives and really didn't find very many. So she had these bags of them, and they were $10, and I almost walked away because $10 is like, oh, that's too much. I shouldn't be spending that kind of money on negatives. But they're pretty hefty, and there's all these cool little packages in them. Each one of the bags that I got has one of these disc negatives in it, which I think is just totally cool. And then there were some slides, which are like vacation scenes, the ones I looked at. Some more black and white negatives, envelopes of more of those negatives in these cool old envelopes. This one is a radio and TV station in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And it's more negatives. And then there's the film bags, the negative bags that they used to have back in the day. And I thought these were very cool. And then there's some of the large negatives. And they all seem to be this gentleman named Nick. So I have quite a collection of Nick dressed nicely and out and about on vacation and whatnot. So I've got quite a few of him, which I think will be fun to use. There's a different sort of negative bag. Here's another one where you ordered your prints, and in it it's got negatives in each one of the pockets on the inside, but I just loved this. I thought this was really fun. And there may be a project in there. This is what she wrote on, but it's a part of a contact sheet, which I thought was kind of a clever idea. Lots and lots of them. These are color negatives in this old Kodak envelope. Oops, I got them out, can't get them back in. There we go. But these kind of things remind me of when I was a kid. And then here's yet a different one. So that was the haul from the Thieves Market. Like I said, I got two bags of those. And so I'm really excited to start using those. I got some ideas for some belly bands and that kind of stuff. Okay, let me put some of these things back in their box so that we don't have a catastrophe. There's a few more things I want to show you. Things that I picked up at the Art Resource Center. I'll leave the stamps there. Okay. Well, I think I told you the other day that I had been wishing for some Tim Holtz grunge board, and they had some packages of grunge board come in, and then so yeah, still in the package. And these are digits and punctuation, 171 pieces, 9 complete fonts. And that's really shiny, so I'm sure that's miserable for you to see. I apologize for all the shininess. But then one of the ladies that I work with had taken some, and then she decided she wasn't going to use these. So she brought them in for me, and these don't have the swirls on them. Because those are embossed with swirls. These are just the smooth ones. But I just love these hinges, and I think they will look very cool. Of course, I'll have to go back and look up some of Tim's videos about using grunge board, since I missed it the first time around. So I'm really excited about that. let's see. Oh, also I found some security envelopes with a pattern I had never seen before. I thought that was really, really cool. You know, the funny things I get excited about. And here's another one that's these are return envelopes. They almost look like, to me, they look like snowflakes in there. And let's see, what else did I grab? Got a package of index cards back in the days when index cards were more hefty than they are now, from Woolworths, and 69 cents. So you know these have been around for a while. They say 1991, so there you go. 30, no, more than that. So I got married in 1993, and it's 32 years for us here, so 34 years ago. And they also had a package of these. These are the cards that they made the library. Why can I not think of that? Index cards, you know, where you went through the drawer and it had the metal bar through the drawer to hold them in. So these would be really fun to decorate with. I also got, we had a gentleman bring in his cigar box collection, which was like 400 cigar boxes. And so I grabbed, I think I got 4. Limit was 5, so I got 4. And I'm not as enamored by the graphics on these as I am the way that they're made. Oh, yes, that's right. I also got some black and white photos. But look at how nicely this is made. I mean, this is some seriously heavy duty stuff, and black and white photos. And then this one is just the right size for my ink box cards. Although I think I'm still going to try to make a case to hold them in, but they fit in there. I put a little base in there to keep them up a little bit higher because it's a little bit deeper than I would have liked it. But yeah, they work. They work in there well. I'll be able to put a little indexes in there so I can mark ones if I want to put in the ones that I've gotten in Happy Mail or in exchanges, and the ones I've made myself. I've got a little tea box downstairs. It's got 100 or so in there, as many as I could fit. So I'll have to bring those up and put them in. Well, let's see. Do I have anything else to show you? Seems like I should, but I don't. Put this magazine back up here so you're not just looking at my blank desk. But it was a very successful Thieves Market. Great fun. Last month when I went, I didn't find hardly anything at all, so it was fun to see lots of stuff this time. And I will look forward to the next month because we only have a couple more of them. Then it'll be too hot here to do that. But there it is. There's my flea market and Art Resource Center haul for this time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up, make a comment, let me know what you found lately when you've been out thrifting or flea marketing or yard sailing. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's very, very close to 500. Maybe by the time this video airs, I will have gotten over 500. Very exciting, very exciting. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you'll join me again in the future, and I will say bye-bye for now.